Care ruling could change how some key elections play out in Illinois in a couple of months. Political editor Mike Flannery is back with that story with the help from some guests as well. Hey, Mike.
Corey, it is important to note that we have three key congressional districts out in the suburban ring around Chicago where the contest is close. Pat Brady, you're the chairman of the Illinois Republican Party. Is this going to have an impact on any of those contests?
Oh, sure. We're going to run on a $500 billion tax increase, which is what Obamacare is going to be, and it worked well for us in 2010. This is going to be a great issue for us.
All right, Joe Walsh, the Tea Party favorite, is this going to help him raise money? Is this going to mobilize?
He ran and won on that issue. This revives an issue that the Democrats probably thought was going to go away, so I think it's going to be very helpful for our Republicans.
And you said Mitt Romney in the first hour after the ruling raised how much?
$300,000.
That's in the first hour?
First hour.
Are the Democrats going to see a similar surge of mobilization and enthusiasm, Eric Adelstein?
Well, I think the Republicans got to be careful. This is like catnip for them to go after this issue. But the fact is, I don't think they want to run these elections on taking away the ban on pre-existing conditions or letting insurance companies make these decisions for people or saying to seniors, you're going to have to pay more for prescription
drugs. Can Tammy Duckworth beat Joe Walsh on that issue?
Absolutely. If the Republicans, Joe Walsh wants to go out there, Bob Dole wants to go out there and say, I think it's wrong for insurance companies to deny somebody who has a pre-existing condition or say that is right because I'm against this Obamacare, they're going to make a big mistake and they're going to pay a price at the
Is that what Republicans are going to say?
No, that's a head fake by the Democrats. We agree with those issues, and I think if we had actually had a bipartisan bill, it would have been in there with Republican support. The big issue is the issue that was decided today, which the court ruled is a tax on Americans, a $500 billion tax, and that's what they'll run on.
The president said in his statement that he's willing to make some changes. Is that something that Tammy Duckworth or Brad Schneider can campaign on?
Absolutely. I mean, I think they both said the law's not perfect, and there's some things that have to get cleaned up. But the fact of the matter is, I think we will look back on this moment just like we looked back on Medicare. Republicans stood strong against Medicare when it passed in the 60s and said it was going to bankrupt America and it was wrong and it did more to lift people out of poverty than anything. I think we will look back on this Affordable Care Act a generation from now and say, I can't believe people oppose this.
Eric Adelstein, thank you very much. Pat Brady, thank you very much.
Man.
We're going to stay on top of the political developments here, Jan and Corey.